Hey everybody, it's me, Angel Benton. It's time for another edition of Angel Sudsy Recap, where we delve into the world of daytime television and we do a few reality shows on the side. And one of those reality shows that we're doing is All Stars 3, aka RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars 3. And this week they actually announced the season 10 queens that are going to be on season 10 of RuPaul's Drag Race. And I know one of them, Miss Mayhem. Shout out to you, Miss Mayhem. I'm sure she'll do fantastic. I'm sure she's going to be awesome. Can't wait. Can't wait to see it. All right. So, okay, so here's the thing. Actually, before I get into that, so today I had pole dancing class today, and there was this chick there. Her name was Amelie. She is this black French chick, and she is like, I swear to God, she's like 7 feet tall, and just gorgeous, beautiful, glamorous, and the bitch can fucking dance on that pole. I mean, she does tricks that I was like, you better get it. I mean, like, I'm so in love with her. I mean, I'm not like in love with her, but you know, like I just worship her. I think she's fantastic. And apparently she's a teacher somewhere, so I'm totally going to take class from her because I would love to be as good as she is, because she's pretty fierce. She's pretty, and here's what I love about her. She is the type that if you were to even talk about a concept of a trick, she would figure out how to make it work and then do it. And she just goes right in and starts trying things to try to, and that is so awesome. Like a lot of teachers, they don't want to do anything that's outside of their comfort zone or you know, anything they've never done before or they've even seen done before. She's not that at all. She is like, let's try it. You know, I mean, I love it. I loved it. I loved taking class with her. I thought she was awesome. So, anyways, so kudos to you, Emily. I'm so excited about your class. I can't wait. Okay, so I just thought I would say that. Okay, moving on. All Stars 3. So this week on All Stars, first of all, I'm so glad that, you know, it's been a few days, so I'm not going to give any spoilers away. Heaven forbid I should give a spoiler on a recap show. Whatever. Okay. So this week they had a challenge. Well, they had their little mini challenge. And that was to create a Campbell's soup can, which is supposed to represent who they are as queens. Now, some of them were great. Some of them were, and some of them were not that great. Aja had done sugar tits, which, as the name of the soup, it's pretty fucking fierce. I'm not gonna lie, but I think it's more like the name of a cereal. Like if she had if it was a cereal box and it was sugar tits, I mean that would have slayed me. I mean, it was really good, you know. But the thing is that. She's really not that sweet. So, I mean, if that's what she was trying to convey, no one else got that. They were like, I mean, that would be like me saying, if I had to create a can of soup, that would be like me saying, like, illiterate or dumb or, I don't know, masculine. I'm sorry. Okay, anyways, but it was still good, though. It was clever, but... Okay, and then there was Shangela and her Halle Loops, which, very cute. Cute name, Halle Loops. However, the font... I know this is going to sound really bitchy, and you know I love me some Shangela. You know, Shangy girl, you know I love you. But... use Comic Sans for your font. Never, ever, ever use Comic Sans. You have lost all credibility when you use Comic Sans as your font. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, it was fine. You know, she didn't win, but man, if she would have just, I mean, you could have used Waltograph. Now, the Disney company might not have agreed with that, but I think it's a very fun font. It's actually my favorite font. In fact, I hope that one day whenever I get to meet Kate Chastain, and she assigns me a font, because she does that all the time. I know this is kind of going a little bit off topic, but what happens is she goes and everyone she meets, she says she picks a font, and she does actually a really good job of nailing their personality. The 3 fonts that I would like would be Waltograph, Blade Runner, and what's the other one? Hollywood. But I think that Waltograph is kind of the best because I'm very animated and I'm whimsical and fun. So I think that Waltograph would kind of be. But anyways, so my point to Shangela, sorry, as I wander off into a different topic, the point to Shangela is that I would have chosen a different font, to be honest with you, because it was a cute concept, your soup can. But anyways, all right, so I don't even remember anyone else's. Those are the only 2 that really stood out to me in terms of. Oh, and then there was, okay, so Bibi Zahara Benet did like this, I don't even know what it was called. It was called like zaze or something, and it was some sort of African soup, which is fine. That's great. She's paying tribute to where she comes from. That's fantastic. And it was better than Shangela's because she didn't use Comic Sans, but it was kind of in that same vein of, it didn't really stand out and like grab me like, oh, that is so fierce. Not so much. Kennedy Davenport did something. I don't remember. I don't remember what Trixie Mattel did either. I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. Actually, I think that mini challenge. No, I don't know. But anyways, okay. Moving on to the main challenge. So for the main challenge, they all had to wear some sort of disco outfit, right? Now again, Shangela had on this fierce. She had on it was now the bitch can't sew. And we've known that since season 2 when she tried to get Pandora Box to try to sew stuff for her. We've known that season 3 she's improved, but not that much. And this time she's improved more, but she still didn't quite have it together. So she actually did sew together a dress, and I think that people need to realize that they had a separate. She had a separate, but then she made it accidentally too small, and the fabric did not give at all. So that threw that shit. All that work was just out the window. And so she had to come up with something else. And for that, if you think about that, but the judges don't know that. So they don't know anything about that. At least so we think, but I'll get to that in a second. So she had on like these gold albums in front with like this, it wasn't exactly fringe, but it was like tinsel hanging off of her, and it was cute. It was alright, except she had this, again, the execution. She had this record on her head, and we barely saw her face. So, now I'm sure that there was probably some sort of wardrobe malfunction. It was probably meant to be higher up. My big thing was, I just would have chosen a smaller record. That's all. I would have gone with the big records on the front, right? But then I would have chosen a 45 up on her head. Now, she might not even know the difference between a 33 and a 45 because she's probably too young to know that. But I'm old, so I do know the difference. This is a single, and this is an extended play album. Just saying. Okay. Bibi Zahara Benet, bitch, fucking looked fantastic. She looked so good. She looked just like, because the theme was, Disco Studio 54. She looked like fucking Donna Summer. She looked so great. And I love me some Donna Summer. I don't care what anyone says. I will always worship down to Donna Summer. I fucking love her. So the fact that Bibi Zahara Benet looked like her, she looked great. She looked really good. Kennedy Davenport looked okay. Trixie Mattel, she looked good. She looked kind of like the Dolly Parton if Dolly Parton was going to Studio 54, which is fine. It was a good look. I mean, it was okay. The one thing I find interesting about it, first of all, I think Trixie Mattel is a fantastic, like, personality to have on reality television. I think she's great. Just in terms of her makeup, it looks like, I mean, and this could be a choice on her end, and maybe she wants to look like this, but, you know, she's got this, like, harsh line of blush every time, right? And it looks a little Ringling Brothers-ish, a little bit. Not, you know, I'm not saying that she's a clown, but it looks a little clownish, that harsh line of the blush. Fierce Queen, incredible looks. I still love her. I just don't quite understand. I need that explained to me. But maybe that might be her shtick. Maybe her shtick is to have that harsh blush. You know, maybe no one else, you know, that's what separates her from someone else, I guess. But if that's the case, I would say, girl, have a little faith in yourself. You are very, very talented. You don't need a gimmick like that. I'm just saying. Okay. Who else was there? Oh, Aja. Oh, Aja, bless her heart. So she was going for this, like, Brigitte Bardot realness with her look. But the thing is that, and again, you know, both this, even Fit Studio 54 and the 60s were, because that's when Brigitte Bardot is from, the 60s, not the 70s. And they're both, like, before her time. So I give her props because she was at least trying to do a historical reference, and I get it. So I give her credit for that. It just kind of fell flat because it was like, that would be like me going to a 2000s party dressed up like Fresh Prince, which is like very 90s. I don't know, that was a stupid analogy, but you know what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying, right? They'd be like, this is a 2000 party, why are you dressed like Fresh Prince? Okay, so, it ended up that the bottom two were Shangela and Aja, and the top two were Trixie Mattel and Donna Summer. And they had to lip sync to Diana Ross, The Boss. Now, here's the thing about that. I don't know why everyone's got to make this show into some big racial thing, because I don't think it's racial at all. You know, Trixie Mattel lost the lip sync, and everyone is saying it's because she's white. I don't think that's what it is at all. I just don't think she knew the words as well as Bibi Zahara Benet, because you could see that there were some times where Trixie sort of flubbed the words, but she was still a great performer. But she came in second, but Bibi Zahara Benet fucking knew that shit, and she won the challenge. And she sent home, spoiler alert, so stop the video now if you don't want to know, she sent home Aja. So, but here's the good thing. I fucking love Aja. I'm not gonna lie. I really enjoyed her. I had no idea who she was before I started watching this show, but I like her a lot more than someone like Thorgy, who kind of made excuses and was a little bit, leaving horrible messages to Shangela on the mirrors. But who did that? Oh, and Milk also left a nasty mess. I mean, like, that's poor sportsmanship, if you ask me. I'm sorry. I just don't think that makes them look very good at all. Anyways, thank you so much for logging on today. I do appreciate it. Please feel free to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Angel Benton. You can hashtag AllStars3 to talk All-Stars 3 with me. Or you can also hashtag Days to talk Days of Our Lives. I'm doing that next. And you can hit that subscribe button on my YouTube channel to get my YouTube videos sent to your email inbox every single day. And while you're there, you can look around and you can find my story time with Angel Benton, where I start telling stories from my life, and I started with the whole Britney Spears thing that sort of launched my career. But here's the thing about that, I need to say. This is just the beginning of that story. Like, I haven't even gotten to all... So, for all of you that are saying that I've left stuff out and blah, 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 and that... I'm saying, be a little fucking patient, because I will get to it. I promise you, okay? So, wait until April when I do part 2, and then I will close a lot of those loose open ends, okay? Anyways, thank you so much for logging on. Have a great day. Peace out. Wubba, wubba, wubba.